Well, I'm Sam Pearsall, and when I'm not working with the Environmental Defense Fund, one of the things I like to do is make art out of glass. And in furtherance of this ambition, a couple of years ago, I signed up for a course in fused glass. And when you make fused glass, you melt layers of glass together to make art. And my class was going very badly. And it was all the fault of the selfish lady. And here's what was happening. I would take my art over to the glass grinding station, and the selfish lady would be there ahead of me with 25 pieces of glass, 25 little white blobs. I suffered for my art. And I would go over to the glass polishing station, and the selfish lady would be there ahead of me with her 25 little white blobs. It wasn't fair. And I decided eventually that I needed to intervene. And so one night, I'm standing behind her at the sink. I'm always standing behind the selfish lady. I'm standing behind her at the kitchen sink, and I'm trying to work up the courage to intervene. Somebody has to say something to the selfish lady, and I decided it had to be me. And I noticed as I was standing there that those 25 little white blobs were starting to look a little bit like polar bears. So, cleverly, I said, "Are those polar bears?" And she's washing away, and she says, "Yeah." And I said, "So," I lost it. "Why are you making 25 polar bears?" And at this point, every head in the class was turned toward us. And she turns the water off, and she turns around, and she's drying her hands on her apron, and she said, "Well, you see, the Environmental Defense Fund is my favorite environmental and every year I write them a check. Not a very big check, but I do the best I can. And I lost my job last summer. And so this year, I can't write EDF a check. But I was already signed up for this class. So I decided what I would do is I would make 25 polar bear pendants, and I would set up a little booth at the Thanksgiving craft fair. And I would give a pendant to anybody else who would write a check for $25 or more to the Environmental Defense Fund. Well, my jaw hit the floor with an audible thump. And it took me a while to kind of reel it back up so that I could talk. And then I said, "That's the most wonderful thing I ever heard in my life. Did you know when you said that I work for the Environmental Defense Fund?" Her jaw hit the floor with an audible thump. And it took her a while to recover before she could talk to me. And then she said, "Do you have a business card?" I said, "Sure." And she said, "Can I have one for my scrapbook?" Now, I learned two things from this story, two things from this encounter. And one is something not too wonderful about me. See, I've got something I need to work on. But the other thing I learned is that there are people out there making sacrifices for us. They're making significant sacrifices in their lives for us. And they're not doing it because we're the smartest people in the room. And they're not doing it because we have the best scientists and the best lawyers and the best economists. All that stuff helps. Sure, that it helps. They're doing it because we defend the environment. I carry the selfish lady to work with me every day.